your own girl Anna here, and today we're going to be doing, it's called floating saddle pranayama sequence. So to start, we're going to come up into open hammock pouch. So you're going to start by finding the front edge of your hammock here. You're going to shake it out a bit, making sure it's nice and loose. And then you're going to turn around and place both thumbs in that same front edge behind you before pulling out a foot distance apart with both hands. Doing 6 to 8 gathers of fabric to grip. Stepping back underneath the plumb line. Coming up on your tiptoes, you're going to bend one knee up nice and high, and then slide out underneath your knees, coming into open hammock pouch. Next, you're going to reach up and grab, it doesn't really matter which side here, I'm going to grab my left side of my hammock in basic stacked grip, just like you're holding a rope. And then go ahead and slide your hands down towards your pelvis before pushing the hammock out away from you, creating a bit of space, so that now you can kick switch your left leg up and over to the other side, coming into saddle. And if you need to adjust, you can always reach and grab the hammock above and behind your head and use your arms to lift yourself up and straighten out like so. All right, making sure you're nice and tall for your spine here. To start, next we're gonna come inside the hammock and straddle. So I'm gonna start by finding one edge of the hammock, trapping it with that heel, and straightening out my leg like so. Do the same thing on the other side. All right, and then starting with the gentle shoulder opener here, I'm gonna bring my arms shoulder height, hands outside the hammock, with the inside of my wrist pressing back against each edge. And then take an inhale as you lift up through the crown of your head here towards the sky before exhaling and pressing back against the hammock with both arms, opening up those shoulders. So try breathing from the center of your upper back all the way down and out your fingertips here, feeling that slight resistance against the hammock as you start to build a bit of strength. Take another inhale, keep lifting up through the crown. Exhale, keep pressing back against the hammock with the arms. And then to come into our next pose for a nice side stretch. You're gonna exhale as you fold your torso over your right leg here. Turn on your side with your head between your upper arms. Reaching to grab your right foot with both hands. And the key here is to be turned on your side, as long as you're not collapsed with your chest over the leg. That's what matters. So you should feel a nice opening and stretch down your left side here into your low back, hips, and psoas. So try breathing into that low back. Hold for a few deep breaths. Feeling into that expansion. And then when you're ready, I'll release, come back up to center before switching sides. Folding over the left leg, reaching for the left foot with both hands. Still turned on your side. Hold for a few more deep breaths. And then again, inhale, release, come back to center. Next, to come into yin yang pose. I'm gonna start on my right side here. I'm gonna reach and grab both sides of the hammock by my right foot in basic grip. And then I'm gonna use my arms to kind of lift myself up so I can now rotate my left leg behind me, bending my right knee and letting my foot and ankle fall out of this edge. Now bringing my chest forward through this V shape here, making sure the V shape is kind of underneath the breast line. I'm gonna slowly start to collapse forward with my chest over my shin, coming into yin yang. Very similar to pigeon pose. Another good hip opener, so breathe into that right side hip here. And then to come into yin yang twist, I'm going to twist towards my right knee, Reaching up and grabbing the hammock above me with my right hand as I kind of wrap my left arm around my knee, kind of hugging it into my chest. Hold here for a few more deep breaths. And when you're ready to come out, again, unwind and carefully bring your chest all the way up and back through the hammock. And then I'm going to straighten my right leg back out first before my left, coming all the way back into saddle. Now to do the other side, you're going to have to retrap both heels here on the hammock. And then do the left side. So grabbing the left edges with both hands, lift yourself up enough to rotate that right leg behind you. Let the left foot fall out the front edge. Come forward through the V with your chest. Exhale, roll down. Let the arms dangle in yin yang. Again, hold for a few more deep breaths. When you're ready, come into yin yang twist. Reach up, grab this edge of the hammock with your left hand. Use that right arm to hug the left knee into your chest. Breathe and hold. Unwind again, come all the way back through to center. Now, straightening again the right leg out first and then the left. And from here, I'm just gonna let both shins fall back out of the hammock into saddle. All right, to transition into our next pose, another great hip opener. You're gonna take both palms, fingers spread wide, and press them into the hammock in front of you, straightening out both arms, creating some space so that now, one leg at a time, you can simply bend the knee, bringing the shin and foot inside the hammock so you're now folded. Keep pressing out, then the other knee. Bring the foot in. So the bottoms of both feet are together, knees are bent out here in folded Baddha Konasana. Making sure your feet are about the same height as your chest. Several options with this pose. If you already feel like your hips are really tight here, and this is already enough for you, feel free to relax your arms out to the side, or option 2, you can gently cup your palms around the tips of your toes. However, since we're in a hammock, and if you would like to go deeper, option 3, so you can also wrap your arms around the outside of the hammock and your feet, clasping your elbows with both hands and using your forearms to gently draw your feet in towards your chest. So if you've picked option 3, on your next inhale, keep lifting up through the crown of your head, and then exhale so you can draw your feet in just a little closer towards your chest, going deeper. Breathing all the way down into your sacrum and your pelvic floor at the base of your spine, and sending that breath, that energy, all the way down your legs into the bottoms of your feet, helping to relax every muscle, every cell, and every joint in that lower part of your body as your hips slowly begin to melt open with every breath. And then to go deeper, just keep lifting up through the crown. Exhale, keep drawing the feet even closer in towards your chest. Hold for as long as you like. And when you're ready to transition, exhale, release your arms back out to the side. Next, come into full seated forward fold, or Pashi. You're simply going to slide both heels up the hammock here, straightening out both legs, keeping them together so you're still folded. And again, several options with the arms. You can either keep relaxing them out to the side, or option 2, you can reach up and grab the bottoms of both feet with both hands, or option 3, you can wrap them around the outside of the hammock, clasping the elbows, and again, hugging your quads in towards your chest above the knees. Do what feels best for you. So pick your pose, breathe, and hold. Breathing from your hips all the way down to your heels, slowly lengthening those hamstrings with every breath. And then for our final pose of this sequence, you're gonna exhale, release your arms back out to the side, and slowly slide your heels back down towards your pelvis for a moment. Let the knees bend back out to Baddha Konasana. And then next, come right back into straddle here. You're gonna release one shin back out of the hammock at a time. Retract the heel and straighten the leg right back out into straddle. Do that on both sides. And then once you're back in straddle, before we come into our final pose, you wanna make sure you're sitting up nice and tall through your spine here. So if you need to, you can again take those palms, fingers spread wide, and press them down into the hammock beneath your glutes and hips, and use your arms to lift your torso back up, straightening out the spine like so. Once you've done that, to come into womb to finish, you're simply gonna bend both knees, bring the bottoms of your feet back together, now fully wrapped up inside your hammock. Relaxing your hands on your shins and ankles, closing your eyes, maybe doing a short floating meditation here, or a pranayama breathing exercise, whatever you feel comfortable with, or just hanging out inside the hammock and seeing what that feels like to fully go within for just a few minutes. And that is floating saddle pranayama.